All right, thanks for coming out today. I thought it was a good day, good event for everybody. Women's team had a good scrimmage. I said we're both winners, and I thought it was good group for all the way around for us. I thought guys played well. Chris was the one guy that was out. He turned his ankle yesterday. Probably going to be practicing tomorrow, so it's disappointing he couldn't be out there today. But otherwise, we had everybody. Raphael hadn't been practicing and gone about the last 4 or 5 days, so I thought he did some good things when he was out there. But I thought all the new guys did a pretty good job. I think Milligan hit some shots. Was obviously the guy that stands out, especially early in the first half, making some shots. But I thought our passing was good. I thought we shot it pretty well early. And then our shot selection as the game went on, not quite as good. Maybe it was our defense tightening up, but that's something that we've got to sustain. I thought we hunted shots a little bit more as the game progressed. And this is early, but we've got to get that figured out. But we have a good team as far as passing, and we've got to do that for 40 minutes, in this case 32 minutes. But a lot of good things. Like James played really well, made some big shots. I thought Damon did a good job at the point as well. And I thought our big guys, those 6 guys all did some good things, and we've seen that in practice. We've got this group of 6 that I think is an improvement for us. I think we've got some more experienced guys, obviously. Ryan's a better player. Mike's a better player. And now Roselle has shown some improvement in the last couple of days. So has Alonzo's played well. So I think with those 6 guys, Raphael, throw him out there. We've got a good rotation of guys that we're going to have to still. It's still in the works as what we're going to do. But great event, the Fan Fest, the Heart Health Fair is fun for us. It's an opportunity for young people, young kids to get here and be a part of the event. And I think it's a good thing, and it's good to get some fans out here while the Steeler game's going on. So we got a little competition, but completely understand all the things going on this weekend. So good day for us. I thought we'll get back after it tomorrow. We had a good hard practice yesterday, so this was something for them to look forward to.
Jamie, is that kind of what you expect from Milligan? Is that his game where he's going to look for his offense?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of has a knack for scoring. He kind of finishes in the lane. For a guy that small, he finishes a bit. He can get in. He's got a little mid-range game, and he can hit threes too, as you saw. So, we played him a little bit more off because of the situation. Chris not being there, we kind of had it. He was playing more 2 than 1, and so interesting. I thought how he played. He has a scorer's mentality. He's not. He can pass. He can deliver the ball. He can play point, but he is a little bit more of a scorer, natural scorer too. He has a knack of getting to the basket, getting fouled, and can hit threes. He can raise up and shoot the ball, quick release. So interesting how he played a little bit better off the ball in his performance. But again, we're talking about this: the shots, making shots, and we got to cross to our guys. It's defense. Our guys, we've got to get better defensively, and he's one of those guys that has to show that he can guard at a high level.
You talk about the rotation of Vegman.
Yeah.
Is your guard rotation starting to? I mean, you've got the kid from Coppin State, you got Milligan, you got Chris, have you started to kind of get a good feel for what they're going to do?
Yeah, we had. I think, Chris obviously being out, then Sterling's didn't really, numbers-wise, didn't have a great day, but he's been the guy that's almost been the most consistent out there. He took the charge, which was a big play in a one-possession game. He's been rebounding well, even though his rebound numbers weren't great today, and he's been shooting it a little bit better. So for whatever reason, he didn't get it going as much today, but he's played well. So, we've had 4 wings, really. We've had the other 3 guys playing the point, in Damon and Jonathan and James. It's interesting to see, Jamel and Cameron, neither one played real well today. And, I think we got to get one of those guys going. They've got to play better. I thought they both hunted shots a little bit too much. And that was something that we've got to recognize early in the season here at 17, practice number 16, I guess you could call it. So, but as far as those guards, I like it. The practice has been very competitive, and they're going to make each other better. And I think they're going to see that as playing time becomes a factor. They're going to recognize it and have to make the adjustments, or they're going to have to pay the consequences.
Six big guys, each one of them did something here today. Is that kind of what you've seen in practice? It's going to take some time still to figure out how that
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Mike obviously had got going in the second half and got some baskets, but Alonzo had the rebounding and had the game-winning basket. Ryan Luther has been as good as anybody, really, the entire time, and steady and making shots and a hard matchup. And Sheldon's been really good. So those four guys, Rozelle, I thought played as well. Played well in the little bit of minutes he played. He's been a little bit behind everybody else, and then Raphael's been out. So really, those last two guys. I thought Rozelle played very good here for the minutes he played. He did some good things. Didn't seem to suffer in transition. Didn't seem to hurt us in transition defense. So that was good to see. He's working really hard. He's going to be a good player. It's just been an adjustment, and we got to get him in better condition. Obviously, but it's coming. We knew that. And with Raphael in there, I think he gives us a little bit something different. And we got to get more rebounding out of him than he did today, but it was good to see him finish around the basket a little bit, so that was good. So I think it's still a work in progress, but Sheldon, Mike, and Ryan have been the best three so far.
Not so much about James coming off of the surgery and
Yeah,
everything.
right.
He played 29 minutes, looked pretty good at it.
Yeah, no, he did. He played well, shot it well, and it's good. He seems like he's gradually, obviously he was out for 14 weeks. It's not a good thing, and he shot it well, so that was good. He shot it better the last week. It's improved, as you might expect, since we started practicing, and he really that was his first practice number one. So I like where he's progressing. I thought he did a good job. A couple turnovers in the second half were uncharacteristic. So a couple things too we've been talking about, and I thought he'd done a really good job of playing lower, playing on the ground, getting in the lane, and then in the second half at the end, maybe that's fatigue, and that's something that we were concerned about last year, were too many minutes. And that's what we're trying to get across to our guys. We had guys playing too many minutes last year, and they've got to recognize that it's we're gonna get that change because we're gonna have more depth, and it's gonna make us a better team offensively and especially defensively.
You said you think Sheldon and Ryan are more four than basically more fours, or can you see Sheldon playing the three a little bit? I mean, have you?
Yeah, no, I think we've been playing Sheldon more at the four, and he's been as good as anybody. I mean, really, I think I said Ryan's played really steady there, but Sheldon really had separated himself from even from any of the bigs. So didn't get going as much today, but I think we have a lot of versatility. I think we can between we can play Mike at the four or the five, and Sheldon again has played as good as anybody. Mike got going a little bit in the second half, but I think Alonzo, and then where those other two guys come from. So we got to have more bigs than we had last year. We got to have more depth. We were hurt by playing them way too many minutes last year, and our defense suffered. So we understand numbers is definitely going to help us become a better team.
Coach, you talked about Milligan a little bit. But how have the other transfer students been doing so far, and picking up the offensive playbook?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's been interesting because we've never had this. I guess we had one kid a while back, but these guys have really picked things up really well, and they've changed a little bit of their game, which I've been a little bit surprised. Like Sterling's has been playing really well. It didn't really show out as much today, but I'm sure you're going to see him play show better in the numbers. He's played a little different, improved in some areas, and I know sometimes it may be hard for guys to change their fourth year in college, but I think he's improved since he's been here, passing, getting other guys shots, penetrating and putting on the floor, and since he's been here, and we've really worked with him on that and tried to, and he's really plays hard. So when guys play that hard, good things tend to happen, and we saw that with him. So really good, really excited about him, and I thought Damon played well. I mean, it's a big adjustment. He's playing against an experienced point guard. He's playing against another guy in Jonathan Milligan. He's done some good things, but at the end of the day, it's the guys that defend and these Damon and Milligan, as I talked about, just have to play better defensively. And I think that's pretty much everybody. Raphael and Rozelle. So yeah, it's interesting. It's having three graduate transfers. They're great kids, and they're kind of they're atypical in how they got here, their path, and they're quality kids that had good careers where they're at. So it is, it's different for us to have a guy come in and be able to pick things up and I think understand things a little bit better because of their age, their experience, and the type of kids that they are.